Hello, Peter here, your Pinoy accountant. So in this video, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano ba mag-record dito sa ating general ledger. So yung purpose ng general ledger is so that we can summarize and organize yung mga transactions natin bawat account title. So we will know through general ledger kung magkano yung mga balances ng ating accounts. So for example, yung cash natin, with the use of itong general ledger, we will know like at the end of the month, magkano ba yung naiwan natin na cash. So yung first step dito is, yung pinakita ko sa previous video, is gagawa tayo ng chart of accounts. So from there, itong mga account, itong nasa chart of accounts natin, ililipat natin dito sa general ledger. So for example, itong cash, kita nyo dito sa ledger, general ledger ninyo, may mga letters na nakalagay dyan. Yan, A, D, A, B, C, D. So alphabet to. So ilalagay natin ngayon dito sa mga letters yung mga account titles natin. So for our example, itong cash, letter C. So dito natin ilalagay sa letter C. Ayan. So yung cash natin is, account number is 100. So ilalagay natin dito. Sa letter C is 100. And then cash. Ayan. There. So ito, isusulat natin lahat. Bawat account title, isusulat natin lahat dito sa mga letters na nakalagay dito sa general ledger. So ito, natapos na natin ilipat or i-transfer yung mga account titles na isulat na natin dito sa ating general ledger. So yan, if makita nyo yung cash, nasulat na natin. Accounts receivable, accounts payable. So per account title, per letter, di ba? So hanggang representation and entertainment, na isulat na natin yan. If titignan natin sa letter R, ayun. So, isulat na natin. So, huwag kayong mabahala if ever may kailangan kayo i-add ng mga account titles. Pwedeng-pwede kayong mag-add pa ng mga account titles na gagamitin nyo sa mga transactions niyo. So, yun. Pagkatapos natin isulat yung mga account titles natin or yung chart of accounts, isa-isa, bawat account title is mag-open tayo ng ledger. So, yung una nating i-open is yung cash. Ayan. So, in sequence pa rin. Sequence yung pag-open natin. Cash, accounts receivable, accounts payable, hanggang matapos natin sa expenses, representation, and entertainment. So, yung heading na kailangan natin, so ito, first page. So, dito natin ilalagay yung cash. So, kita nyo dito, may page 1. So, yung purpose niyan, mamaya pag nag-posting na tayo, yung posting reference naman dun sa ating mga other books, yan yung ilalagay natin na na-post na natin siya. So, ito yung mga heading na kailangan natin, yung account title. So, yung cash yung ilalagay natin dito. So, again, i-refer to your chart of accounts kung ano yung ilalagay nyo dito. So, first is yung cash. Ayan, cash. And then, account number. So, that is yung 100. Ayan. So, yung mga headings dito, date. So, yung date of transaction, dyan yung ilalagay. Yung particulars. Kung ano ba yan siya. It could be collection ng sales nyo. And then, posting reference, again, ito yung kung saan siya galing na books. For example, cash receipts siya galing. So, ilalagay nyo dyan anong page. Like, cash receipts journal or cash receipts book. I-shortcut nyo na lang, CRJ and page 1. Yan yung ilalagay nyo dyan, CRJ-1. And of course, yung amount niya, it could be debit. And at the same time, may credit amount din tayo. So, same. So, yung sa credit side, ganun din. May date, particulars, yung posting reference, and yung credit amount. So, yung gagawin natin is, lahat ito, from cash, accounts receivable, hanggang representation and entertainment, ililipat natin dito. So, yung advisable dito is, at least, 1 page per account title yung gagawin natin. So, next, ayan. So, hinanda ko na yung mga headings. So, yung account title, mag-sample ulit tayo ng isa. So, next natin is yung accounts receivable naman. So, lalagay natin dito. The account title is accounts receivable. Ayan. And yung account number niya is 101. Ayan, 101. So, lagay natin dito is 101. So, continue nyo hanggang matapos nyo yung lahat ng account titles. Ayan. Ilang pages ba yung kailangan nyo? So, ito, tapusin muna natin and yung update ko kayo, and then magsasample tayo kung paano tayo mag-record ng dito sa ating general ledger. So yung next step natin is from our itong cash disbursements journal, cash receipts journal, tsaka yung general journal natin. So yung gagawin natin ngayon is yung mga transactions na na-record natin dito, i-carry forward natin dito sa ating general ledger. So lahat ng mga entries from our general journal, yung cash disbursements natin tsaka cash receipts, lilipat natin dito sa ating general ledger. So ito, mag-sample tayo from our general journal. So ito yung mga na-record natin. So isa-isay natin to. So first is yung January 1, to record initial investment natin is 10,000. So kita nyo yung account titles natin is nag-debit tayo ng cash and nag-credit tayo ng owner's capital for 10,000. So itong cash dito na 10,000, ililipat natin ngayon dito sa ating ledger. So ito, cash, i-open nyo yung books nyo, yung ledger nyo, I mean, and hanapin nyo saan yung account title nyo na cash. Yan. So ito, cash natin, account number is 100. So ililipat na natin to. So yung date niya is January 1. (2025). Ayan. So particulars niya, initial investment, pwede nyo lagyan dyan. Initial investment. There. So yung PR niya, saan bang source nito? Yung gamit natin dito is General Journal, ito. And yung page niya is 1. Yung sa PR dito sa ating ledger, yung ilalagay nyo is GJ01. And then yung amount niya, again, yung debit natin is 10,000. Ayan. So, na-post na natin tong cash. So, yung gagawin naman natin dito is yung PR dito for the cash is lalagyan natin. So, yung PR is just actually yung account number. So, again, yung account number ng ating cash is 100. So, dito, lalagyan natin ng 100. Ibig sabihin yan, na-posted na natin tong cash na 10,000 doon sa ating general ledger. So, next, yung account title involved natin is yung owner's capital. Again, that is the credit for 10,000. So, sa ledger ninyo, hanapin nyo ngayon yung inyong owner's capital. So, again, sequence yung pag-ano natin dito. So, ito yung account title, owner's capital. And yung account number niya is 300. So, again, that transaction is initial investment. Yung date niya is January 1. So, dito natin ilalagay sa credit side. Ayan, January 1, initial investment. Yung PR niya, again, galing yun sa General Journal, page 01. And yung credit natin is 10,000. Ayan. So again, punta tayo dun sa ating General Journal na books. So lalagyan na natin itong yung PR na column niya, yung 300 because na-post na natin siya. Yun. So next natin, accounts receivable naman. Dinebit natin, that is on January 8. Ayan, January 8. Nagka-sales tayo on account. So, nag-debit tayo ng accounts receivable for 1,000 and nag-credit tayo ng sales revenue for 1,000. So, again, punta kayo sa inyong general ledger and hanapin nyo yung account titles involved. So, that, yun, ito yun, accounts receivable, dinebit natin for 1,000. Yung date niya is January 8. Yan, January 8. So, particulars niya, sabihin natin, sales on account. Yan. PR niya, yung source natin noon, again, ay yung GJ01 or yung General Journal, page 1. So, dinebit natin siya for 1,000. Yan. So, balik tayo dun sa General Journal nyo. Since na-post na natin siya, lalagyan na natin siya dito sa PR na column. Since posted na siya, again, yung PR niya is just the account number. So, accounts receivable natin is 101. Yan. So, next account tayo, sales revenue. Again, credit natin siya for 1,000. So, punta kayo sa inyong ledger. Hanapin ninyo yung sales revenue naman. Ayan, sales revenue, account number niya is 400. So sa credit side naman tayo, yung date niya is January 8. Particulars niya, sales and account. PR niya, again, that was General Journal, page 1. So credit natin siya for 1,000. Yun. So since nasulat na natin siya sa ating ledger, so balik tayo dito sa ating General Journal. Ayan, so lalagyan natin ito sa PR na column, yung sales revenue niya, ilalagay natin yung account code niya, again, is 400. Yun. So, ganun lang ang pag-record from your books papunta. So, ang example natin, General Journal, papunta dito sa ating General Ledger. So, ganun din, if you are using yung cash disbursements or cash receipts, for example, yung cash disbursements. So, ito yung mga entries natin sa cash disbursements. So, yung pwedeng gawin ninyo dito, by the end of the month, actually, pwede nyo i-total to. So that hindi nyo pa isa-isang ililipat yung cash. Gano'n. So, pwedeng total na lang. Like, total disbursements nyo for the month, yun yung ilalagay nyo dun sa ledger. So, in this example, i-total natin yung mga transactions natin related dun sa cash disbursement. So, i-total natin. So, let's continue. Na-total ko na yung mga transactions natin for January. So, ito lang yung mga totals natin for the cash and yung mga related na mga expenses na transactions natin for January. So, ito, ilipat na natin. So, yung total ng cash natin is 3,828.33. So, that is credit. So, punta tayo ulit dun sa ating general ledger. So, ito yung general ledger natin for cash. Yan. So, sa credit naman tayo. So, yung date na ilalagay natin since, ano yon sa January. So, ilagay na lang natin dyan is January 2025. So, that is for the month of January. Diba? So, yung ilalagay natin dito sa particulars, pwedeng various expenses for the month. Yan. So, yung PR, again, yung source natin dito is page 1 ng ating CDJ. So, ilagay nyo, CDJ, page 1. So, yung credit, again, that yung amount niya is 3,828.33. Ayan. So, balikan natin dito. Ito yung figure natin for the cash. Credit is 3,828.33. Nalipat na natin siya doon sa ating general ledger. So, saan yung ilalagay yung post reference niya? Could be dito na lang sa baba. So that may indicator tayo na na-posted na itong amount na to. So again, yung PR niya or posting reference is the account number. So pwedeng lagay natin dito. Pwedeng liitan lang natin 100. Ayan. Ibig sabihin, posted na siya. So ano pa yung example dito? Ito, fuels Ito, fuel transportation, 1894.33. So, punta tayo dito sa ledger. Hanapin nyo yung fuel. Ayan, fuel natin is, dinebit naman natin siya, 1894.33. So, dito, again, pwede yung lagay na date dito is for January 2025. Particulars, pwedeng lagay nyo fuel expense for the month. Ayan. So, yung PR natin, pasensya na sa ating handwriting. Yung PR natin, again, yung source niya, that is your CDJ 01 or page 1. So, debit natin siya. Again, yung amount niya is 1894.33. Yan. So, next ulit tayo. Yan. Office supplies naman, 1899. So, again, hanapin nyo dito sa inyong ledger. Office supplies. Ay, nakalimutan natin. Ayan. So, huwag natin kalimutan. Pag na-post na, yung posting reference niya is the account number dito. Ayan. So, pwede nyo lagyan ng checkmark siguro. Ayan. So that, alam nyo na posted na siya. So, next natin is yung office supplies. Again, that is 1899. Office supplies. Yung date niya, again, January 2025. Particulars, pwedeng office supplies for the month. Ayan. Again, PR niya, yung source niya is the CDJ, page 1. And then, yung amount niya, dinebit natin siya for 1899. Ayan. So, dito, again, isulat natin yung kanyang account number, 501. Ibig sabihin, na-post na natin siya. Ayan. So, last. Ayan, last na tayo, ha? Ayan, representation and entertainment. Ayan, sulat ulit natin. Ayan, January 2025. No? Entertainment for the month. Ayan. PR niya, again, that is the CDJ 01. Yung amount niya, I think, maliit lang yon, just 35. 35. Ayan. So, again, na-post na natin. So, ilalagay natin yung kanyang account number dito sa baba. 502. Ayan. So, na-post na natin yung CDJ. Last na tayo. CRJ naman. Yun. So, actually, ganun din. Ganun din yung procedure. Tinotal na lang natin yung for January so that mas easier for us to transfer. Ito yung total natin, cash. Debit natin, 12,810. Ayan. So, punta ulit kayo sa ledger nyo. Date niya is, again, various for the month of January na yan. So, pwedeng ilagay nyo dito, January 2025. And particulars, sales, various sales for the month. Yan. And yung source naman niya is CRJ naman tayo. CRJ, page 1. This is a cash receipts journal, page 1. Yung amount niya is 12,810. Yan. So, ito, sulat ulit natin yung posting reference niya sa baba. Ibig sabihin, na-post na natin siya. Yan. So, next is, may discount tayo. So, hanapin natin yung discount. Again, that is debit. Kita nyo, debit discount 240. So, open nyo yung ledger nyo at hanapin. Ayan, sales discount. So, yung date niya, again, January 2025. Ayan. Sales discount for the month. Ayan. And yung source natin, that's the CRJ, page 1. And yung total niya, that's 240. Ayan. So, account number ng sales discount natin is 401. Yung na-post na natin, so ilalagay natin dito is 401. So again, last na tayo. Ayan, sales. Total niya is 13,050. 13,050. So again, hanapin nyo sa inyong ledger, yung sales. Sales natin. Credit naman siya. Ayan. Lagyan natin, yung date niya is January 2025. Sales for the month. Again, yung source niya, PR niya, or posting reference, CRJ page 1. So, yung amount niya is 13,050. Credit natin siya for 13,050. So, again, balik tayo dun sa ating cash receipts journal. Dahil na-post na natin to. So, kailangan natin lagyan ng yung kanyang account number. Sales natin is 400. Yan. So, natapos na natin. Finally, natapos na natin mag-record ng ating mga transactions. So, ito yung mga sources natin: cash receipts journal, cash disbursements journal, general journal. So, ni-record na natin siya dito sa ating general ledger. So, ito yung mga transactions natin. Makita nyo dito yung debit and yung credit sa cash. Ayan. So, may transaction tayo sa cash, accounts receivable, owner's capital. Ayan. Sales revenue, sales discount, ayan, fuel expense, office supplies expense, and representation and entertainment. So, yung tanong is, paano nyo naman i-balance, di ba? Kailangan nyo yung balance figure so that malalaman natin kung magkano ba yung balance ng ating cash. Yung gagawin natin dito actually is just ito-total lang natin yung debit and itotal natin yung credit. Lagay natin dito. Debit and total credit. Yan. So, i-add lang to natin. Wala na tayong calcu, no? This is 810. Yan. So, yung total debit natin for the cash and the credit natin siya for credit natin is 3,828.33. So, ayan. So, this figure, malaman natin is mas malaki yung 22,810 compared dun sa 3,828.33. So, yung balance natin is nandito sa side, sa debit. Ayan. So, ito yung shortcut method lang to, ha. So, i-calculate na natin kasi hindi kaya ng powers. Ayan. So, calculate natin. 2,2,810 minus 3,828.33. Ayan. So, yung balance natin is 18,981. 18,981.67. So, ayan. So, ganito din yung gawin nyo sa ibang accounts. Actually, shortcut to, yung ginawa natin. If gusto nyo yung long cut, yung may carry forward pa, brought down, yung magto-total talaga yung debit tsaka yung credit nyo. Maybe in our upcoming video, papakita ko sa iyo. But ito yung simplified method na malaman natin mas malaki yung debit compared sa credit. So, yung balance natin for the cash, ayan, debit is 18,981.67. So, alam nyo, at the end of the January, the month of January, magtatanungin kayo magkano ba yung balance ng cash natin. That is the 18,981.67. So, ganun din sa ibang accounts. Pwede magtanong sa iyo magkano ba yung fuel expense nyo for January. So, ayan, may sagot kayo, 1,894.33. So, ito yung silbi ng ating general ledger so that mas ma-organize natin yung ating account. So, pag may general ledger na kayo, makakagawa na tayo ng trial balance. And from the trial balance, makakagawa na tayo ng financial statements. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. We just made itong general ledger, di ba? Napaka-manual. So, if may mga tanong kayo, comment lang kayo. And sasagutin ko yung mga questions niyo. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'll see you in our upcoming videos. Madami pa tayong pag-usapan, trial balance, mga adjusting entries, closing entries, and how to prepare your financial statements. So thank you again, and I'll see you again next time.